Good morning, dear students. Let's learn a new lesson today. It is about conditional sentences. This is the first part of conditional sentences. So this is the type 1. First of all, we should have an idea what conditional sentences are. We'll see what are they. A conditional sentence is a sentence that we use to talk about something that may happen only if something else happens. It may be difficult for you to understand, so we'll look at an example, then it may be easier. If it rains, they will not play the match. If it rains, they will not play the match. Now let's look at this definition. A conditional sentence is a sentence that we use to talk about something that may happen. This is the thing that may happen only if something else happens. That is this part. This will happen as a result if only this part is fulfilled. That is what is meant here. So here this is the condition and this is the result of this sentence. Condition, what is a condition? Condition means කොන්දේසියට තමයි අපි condition එක කියන්නේ. අපි කොන්දේසියක් දානවා මේක මෙහෙම වුණොත් මේ විදිහේ result එකක් එයි කියලා. අන්න ඒවට තමයි අපි conditional sentences කියන්නේ. If it rains, they will not play the match. This is the condition and this is the result of it. So, in conditional sentences, we can talk about what could happen, what we wish would happen, what might have happened as a result of a certain condition. So, we are giving a condition. If that condition fulfilled, we can take these three as results. What could happen? මොන වගේ දෙයක් වෙයිද? What we wish would happen. That is an imaginary situation. Then what might have happened? මොන වගේ දෙයක් වෙන්න තිබුණාද? අන්න එහෙම අපි කතා කරනවා conditional sentences ගැන. This is the conditional type 1, this is the conditional type 2, and this is the conditional type 3. We are going to have a look at all the three types. We'll go in order. Conditional sentences have two parts, if clause and the main clause. We'll take the previous example. If it rains, they will not play the match. You can see here there is a clause and here there is another clause. Here you can see the conjunction if. The conjunction if is there because if is there. This is the if clause and this is the main clause. මේක තමයි mainly සිද්ධ වෙන දේ. අපි කතා කරන්නේ මේ දේ ගැන. අපි if කියලා condition එකක් දානවා. ඒක තමයි if clause එක. නැතුව ගත්තොත් මේක තමයි main clause එක. So if clause is the situation or the event that must happen in order to happen the result. මේ result එක ගන්න සිද්ධ වෙන්න ඕන situation එක තමයි if clause එකෙන් පෙන්නන. So we are moving to type 1 of conditionals, that is possible situation. We talk about possible or real conditions that have possible results in conditional type 1. We talk about possible වෙන්න පුළුවන් or real condition ඇත්තම conditions that have possible results. We'll see what are those real conditions and the situations. If you study well, you will pass the exam. If you study well, you will pass the exam. ඔයා හොඳට පාඩම් කරොත් ඔයා විභාගයෙන් pass වෙයි. If you eat too much, you will fall ill. If you eat too much, you will fall ill. Now see whether you can separate the if clauses and the main clauses here. You can pause the video and decide what are the if clauses and the main clauses here. You can identify them. This is the if clause here. This is the main clause. This is the if clause. This is the main clause. I said to you earlier, by the if clause, we are mentioning the condition, and by the main clause, we are mentioning the result. Here, the green side is if clause and the blue side is main clause. Now take a look at this one concerning about their tense. If you study well, what is the tense here? It is simple present tense. If you eat too much, if you eat too much, what is the tense here? That is simple present tense. Now look at this side, main clause. You will pass the exam. What is the tense there? It is the simple future tense. So you can see a relation here. You have to remember it. That is the format we use in writing conditionals type 1 for the possible situations. The if clause you have to write in simple present tense, and the main clause you have to write in the simple future tense. It is a very simple thing. You have to keep it in your mind and you have to apply it where necessary. Again, look at it. Simple present and simple future, right? If you study well, you will pass the exam. If you eat too much, you will fall ill. If they play well, they will win the match. If you need money, I will give you a loan. Like that, you have to use simple present tense in if clause and simple future tense in main clause when writing conditionals type 1 for possible situations. So both the condition and the results are real here, are possible here. Now look at the exercise. It is in grade 10, page number 132, activity 4. I have mentioned it here. This is the format of conditionals type 1. If plus present, simple present, comma, will plus verb, infinitive form of the verb. Right? First one, if they blank me to the party, I will attend it. Look at the main clause. I will attend it. It is in the simple future, so we have to write here. Write this one, the if clause in simple present tense. So what should you write there? If they invite me to the party, I will attend it. Look at the second one. It's better if you can pause the video and write the answers or tell the answers to yourselves, and then you can again play it and look for the answers. Second one, if you apologize to the teacher, I am sure she blank excuse you. Now look at the completed clause, that is the if clauses. Here the if clause is the one which is completed. If you apologize to the teacher, it is in the simple present tense. So you should make the main clause simple future. I am sure she will excuse you. Number 3, if there is a drought, many blank without water. Many will suffer without water. Fourth one, if you blank kind to your fellow men, that kindness will be returned to you. That kindness will be returned to you. That is the main clause. That kindness will be returned to you. That is in the passive voice. Though it is in the passive voice, the tense here is the simple future. You know that you should definitely make this one simple present tense. So, if you are kind to your fellow men, that kindness will be returned to you. Final one, if you win the first place in the contest, an air ticket blanked by the organizers. If you win the first place in the contest, that is in the simple present tense. So you should keep in mind to make the main clause a simple future one. It is also in the passive voice, but the tense is simple future, so this should be an air ticket will be provided by the organizers. Okay, study this video well. You will get an idea about conditionals type 1. We'll discuss about conditionals type 2 and type 3 in future. After doing this one in your books, I'll give you some worksheets to do. Answer them, then we can discuss the answers. Okay, we'll meet with another lesson. Till then, have a nice day. Stay safe.